Sound like Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk.
Turn me up,
My trunk,
turn me up,
my trunk,
turn me up.
my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk. Sound like Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk.
Turn me up,
My trunk,
turn me up,
my trunk,
turn me up.
my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk. Sound like Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk.
Turn me up,
My trunk,
turn me up,
my trunk,
turn me up.
my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk.
They say my trunk sound like Godzilla. The thriller for real, hit like a killer. I am vanilla, it's King Kong gorilla. The level of bass incredible. Backseat stopping your heart, turn you to vegetable. Try to write ain't legible, shaking your hand like Parkinson's. Rattle your rear view when you backing like you ain't parking this. Sparking this, even the smoke feel the vibration. Thumping like a heart on coke, no exaggeration. Cops stopping people and watching like what the fuck? Is that an earthquake or 2 W7s in the truck? So we pulled over when the officer walked up. Smashed on the gas, see you later you stupid fuck. Riding dirty with bitches with warrants for the arrest. Get rich or die trying is tatted across her breast. Pulled off a shirt, hopped in the back seat. Now the subs in my cock both
Making a beat. Sound like Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk.
turn me up,
My trunk,
turn me up,
my trunk,
turn me up.
my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk. Sound like Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk.
Turn me up, Godzilla, turn me up, Godzilla,
My trunk, Godzilla in my trunk. Boom, 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 boom.
shaking the pictures right off the wall inside the room.
Boom, 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 boom.
Conversation is cut by the speakers as they consume. Moving, tooting, and shooting with noise pollution. We boosting the bass so high that the windows are cracking, their heads are moving. Tweeters are hitting hard, but you can barely hear the treble. It's overtaken by bass, clearly on a different level. Crank it up like a rebel. Fuck what the people saying. I'm like, sorry, I couldn't hear you cause my system was playing on lock like dreadlocks. We never letting it fade. The sound overloading that deaf guy's hearing aid. Pounding like a shotty double pump 12 gauge. Fight against the machine like Zach De La Roca with rage. When you hear that whoop, whoop, sound of the police, turn it up louder to kill the
Sound of the beast. Sound like Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk.
Turn me up,
My trunk,
turn me up,
my trunk,
turn me up.
my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk. Sound like Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk.
Turn me up,
My trunk,
turn me up,
my trunk,
turn me up.
my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk.
I'm a downside nigga, so you know I got subs. Everywhere I beat, so the bitches show me love. Tryna make the ground shake, turn up the bass. I can't hear the word, tryna make the truck break. I took out the back seats, my box can't fit. Got a 2-door coupe with a Mark 1 kit. Niggas pull up, system sound like shit.
Sir, turn that music down.
Let a real nigga hit. Cut it, dropping screens when I'm pulling on the scene. Bitches stopping at the light, watching like it's called Mike. Truck sound like Godzilla and King Kong in a fight. So I'm beating on your block, knocking pictures off the wall. Neighbors keep calling, plus my mirrors falling. Car keeps stalling, but I'm still crawling. Open all the doors and the windows roll down. Truck sound like Godzilla in your town.
Sound like Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk.
Turn me up,
My trunk,
turn me up,
my trunk,
turn me up.
my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk. Sound like Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk, Godzilla in my trunk.
Turn me up,
My trunk,